Welcome to Talking About Blessings, and a space where faith, family, and purpose come together to uplift and inspire. I am Cristina Soto, and this podcast will explore how God's presence shapes our daily life, guiding us into personal growth, relationship, and the pursuit of a life filled with love and gratitude. Here, you will find a heartfelt reflection, meaningful conversations, and practical wisdom to strengthen your faith and help you recognize the blessing that surrounds you every day. Because when you open your heart to God's presence, everything becomes clear. Get ready for an inspiring, faith-filled journey. Let's begin. Hello, everybody. Who is Cristina? Cristina Soto. Okay, my name is Cristina Soto. I was born in Guatemala, on the countryside of Guatemala. And today I'm living in the USA, in Connecticut. And I am a woman who dreams big and always been dreaming big. And I'm starting my podcast because I feel like life is the biggest blessing I have. And I have been facing so many challenges in my life, but I realized that behind each challenge, I always find a blessing. And now I look back when I was born in my family where there was no hope for education, in a family that it was a beautiful family with great values and amazing parents. My dad didn't know how to read or write, but he was so wise. My dad inspired me because even he was that person that never wrote a book. His wisdom was amazing and his vision was so amazing. And maybe as a child, I never understood that. But now when I look back and I say, oh my God, this guy was amazing because he had a vision for his kids. And he always talked us about positive things, about the USA, the possibilities, how smart people were in the USA. So he planted seeds in my head, on my mind, that success is possible, that education is possible, because you know what he did? He sent us from where we're living, that there was no other houses, just in my dad's farm. But he sent us to go to school in a village. In that village, there was one teacher, and that teacher teach from first grade to sixth grade. So in one room, that teacher has sixth grade, and he was always in connection with the teacher. So he was amazing. So that was my life. No hope for education. We did not have running water, no electricity, but it was a beautiful home, beautiful family. We were 10 in our family, 7 girls and 3 boys. Unfortunately, like 2 boys and 2 girls already passed away. So now there's 1 boy left. I only have 1 brother now. And we still, how many we are? We're 5 girls. Anyway, what I want to say is I feel like that is a blessing in our life, in my life. And I'm pretty sure that if you look back to life, and all the challenge that you have been facing, I'm sure if you focus on what is the gift, what is the blessing that you received through that challenge. I'm not saying that my life has been like so easy. It's not. But who is Cristina? Cristina is somebody who dreams big, who wants to accomplish so many things. Cristina is someone who loves personal development. Cristina is someone who decided to learn English in the United States, because when I came here, I did not speak a word in English, but I make a commitment. I want to learn English, and I have been going, taking classes in college to learn English. I came to this country. I have no family at all. And I have been fighting for my education. And today I still taking classes. I'm still learning. Do I get scared to do new things? Yes, I do. I do get scared. I do feel fear. Fear of speak the language that is not my language. I still feel that. But you know what? I decided to do this because it brings me to the most uncomfortable zone. And because I want people to realize that on pain and difficult time and challenge time and a bad situation that you can see it is bad, you can find a grace, the grace of God, the blessing of God in your life. Yes, there is a blessing, there is a gift. On pain, there is a gift. You might think, oh, you're not going through the pain that I'm going right now, because you might going through pain. Believe me, I have been going through very, very hard pain. One of the biggest thing, I have a lot of pain. I have been going through a lot of pain, but one of the, probably the biggest was first when somebody killed my dad. And my dad was my leader. My dad was the person that I liked to hang out the most, and I saw him like a leader, and he really impacted my life. And when he was killed by robbers that came to the farm, and my dad was in the crops, and when he came into the house, the robbers were there, and they give a shot, they kill. So anyway, it was hard for me, but when I saw his body on the ground, I remember that I took my left hand and put my left hand in his right hand. And for last time, I was able to touch my dad. And I did not cry. I did not cry because of that day I focused on say thank you, Dad, for all the things that you teach us, for all the seeds that you plant in our mind and in my heart. So I was so feeling so much gratitude in that moment that I had no room to cry, just to be thankful. But then later on, I cried, obviously, but not in that moment. But you know what? Through that pain, I learned about forgiveness. I learned that forgiveness is the most beautiful blessing, because when you forgive somebody, you are getting the most beautiful gift to yourself. So if today you are in a situation that you feel you cannot forgive somebody, my advice for you would be like, forgive. When you forgive somebody else, you forgive yourself. You find freedom, and freedom make you so happy. So I liberate the pain that I was going through by missing my dad, by forgiving those people, and find a blessing. And the blessing that I found on this pain was that I easily forgive other people. So forgiveness is one of the biggest blessings of my life, and I learned through a big pain. And something else that was very hard for me was, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information about this, was when I faced my son, the education system decided here to put him in a special ed because he was so behind in his school on his speech. I was going to say that like that. Wow. I told you I came to USA. I met my husband here. We got married, and now we are almost 35 years of marriage. And I am, guess how old I am? Well, I am 61 years old, and we have 3 kids. 2 already finished college, and one is in her 3 years, third year of college. So one more year for her graduation. So anyway, my first daughter was amazing. She was doing great, blah, blah, blah. A normal kid. But my son, my second child, he was almost 4 years old. He did not articulate not even one word. So he started, in progress from birth to 3. He did a lot of things, and they thought he could not hear. So I have to go to a lot of, meetings with my son. And so at the end they said, your son has to go to special ed. And it really was so painful. It broke my heart to realize the level of my son, the level of, how behind he was, and living in a country that I do not speak well English, not even now, right? You can notice. But, being through that pain, it really helped me to move myself or to wake up myself and realize that I need parenting tools. And I started taking a lot of parenting classes. I hired a coach, and then I learned the methodology about Stephen Glenn, about developing capable people. And when I start using this methodology with my son, I see how my son is start, making improvement, and I become more aware in how I should talk to my son and how much we have to play, how to spend quality time to help my son to get better on his speech. And obviously he was taking a lot of speech therapies and so much other things that we did. And every day my husband has to come home and play with him, Lego, puzzles, and do a lot of work. But it was the biggest blessing, one of the biggest blessings, because, the way that I was treating my kids, it was wrong. I was screaming at my kids. I was directing them, I was commanding them, telling them what to do, and that was not the right way. So I learned about communication. I learned about questions, how to communicate with my kids, and my kids start developing their high potential, and then they become so successful. So now what I want you to do is to look what are the blessings that are in your life. Look at the pain. Look at the hardest thing that you have been going through, and how much you can appreciate that pain because wake up something in your life. I can spend hours and hours telling you all the hard situations that I have been going through, and I always find a blessing, because there is blessing, especially on pain. Unfortunately, we don't appreciate pain. Nobody wants pain. We don't want pain. We want to be comfortable. All we want is to have a perfect life. We don't want problems, because what happened with problem is it helps you to wake up and learn to find a solution. So when you find a pain in your life, when you have a problem in your life, go look, what is the gift there? How you can solve the problem? Who can help you? Knock doors. Look for help. Don't be afraid to look for help. I've been looking for help for so many times, and that it's okay. It's okay. And look for the blessing. Life is a blessing. And today, what I want to give you here is, I want to ask you a question. What are the things that you value the most? In my case, I value so much time now. And for me, time is like gold. You know why? Because I'm already 61. And I look back and I said, oh my God, how many years already lived? And I don't see like, oh my God, it's not too much time in front of me, right? Because let's gonna say I live until 100 years. It would be 40, and already to be 101 would be 40. because I'm already 61. So I want to do so many things. I want to, impact so many lives. I am a coach. I am a mentor for parents. I have such a passion. That's Christina, who value time, who feel like time is so valuable, feel that time is like the most precious thing that we have. I feel like time is the I'm sorry. I feel like time is the most beautiful gift that I can give to others. And that's why I'm giving you this time to you. I want you to recognize that time is so important, that the time that you spend with yourself is important, that the time that you use to relax, the time that you use to spend with your husband or your kids or with yourself, it's so important, that the time that you use to go to the gym is important, or to go for a walk, or the time that you use to read a new book or listen to a class is so important, that the time that you use to impact other people is so important. So my best gift that I want to give it to you is my time. I want you and I share our blessings. I want you to share these podcasts and invite your friends to listen my podcast and to understand that how much time you have for yourself, how much time you have for your families, for your friends. And I want you to value it so much time and don't waste it, because time is the most beautiful gift you have, and it's the most gift that you give to others. And today I also want to give you this question: and how much you value your time, and how many blessings you can count in your life today. You are a blessing for others. You can bless other people. Bless your kids. Bless your parents. Bless your work. Bless your money. Bless the air that you breathe. Bless the water that you drink. Bless the ground that you walk. And that way you can feel like life is a blessing, and you're going to feel like a high vibration. You're going to be feeling so excited about life. You're going to be feeling like, yes, life is beautiful. I love life. And even you feel uncomfortable in a place, just to feel blessed. I feel blessed to be here, and I feel blessed today because I took this time to do it in English, and because it's so uncomfortable for me. But I remember Christina is a woman who comes from nothing, from a farm, to live in the USA, and who wants to touch so many lives. I truly believe that children can be extraordinary. I truly believe that parents can be extraordinary and raise extraordinary children. And I truly believe that life itself is a blessing. So I bless you today. I bless your family. I bless your dream. I bless all your goals. And I would encourage you to go forward for your dreams, for your goals. Dream big and make small steps, and feel that you are being blessed for God, and that there is so many blessings surrounding you, and that you are the most amazing blessing for the world. God bless you.